Every other demo shop sells something and keeps stock on the side. Heron Warehouse is the opposite, a wholesale food distributor where inventory is the business. In the next few minutes, you'll see the whole system. Dated lots and expiry alerts, bin locations and putaway, counts, a purchasing screen that writes its own orders, business-to-business picking, and a will call counter that sells by the case. If you've never used an inventory system before, this is the tour to watch. Here's the warehouse in the console. Hit run and it locks behind the staff screen. 3 people work here: a stocker, a cashier, and a manager. We'll sign in as Diego, the manager, because purchasing and stock adjustments are manager territory. Notice the look. This is the wedge layout. Dark, oversized monotext, built to feel like a warehouse handheld scanner. This is the selling screen. Scan first, like the handheld it imitates. The bar at the top is the whole workflow. Type the word case and look at the results. House blend beans, a case of 6. Earl Grey tins, a case of 4. Brie wheels, a case of 2. Every result wears a little box, because that's the honest picture of a wholesale counter. What leaves this building is cases. Chapter 1. The stock room. This screen is where the warehouse actually lives, and the demo opens with one product already in trouble, on purpose, so you can see what the system does about it. This is stock component. Every product, every raw number, and the total value of what's sitting on the shelves at cost. But look at the top first. A red banner. One lot of aged white cheddar expired 2 days ago. And below it, an amber banner. Several lots are expiring within the week. Cold brew, goat cheese, brie. Nobody had to run a report or remember to check. The shelf raises its own hand. Scroll down to the cheddar and you can see how the system thinks. Its stock isn't one number. It's separate lots, each with its own date and its own chip. Red is the expired one. Amber is running out of time. Green has a month or more. And here's the rule that makes lots worth the trouble. When a case sells, the system always pulls from the soonest dated lot first. It's called FEFO. First expired, first out. Hold that thought. At the end of the tour, we'll sell something and catch it happening. A warehouse also cares about where things sit. Every product carries bin chips. Aisle codes like A03, coolers for the cheese. And there's a special virtual bin called receiving. When a delivery arrives, it lands there automatically and shows up on this putaway list, waiting for a real slot. Tap putaway, pick the destination bin, move. Pure relocation. The on-hand number never changes. The pickers will thank you. Their pick lists show these exact codes. Chapter 2. Counting and Receiving. The Scan First screen you just sold on has a second personality. Same scanner, same search bar, but instead of ringing cases up, every scan counts them. This is Count and Receive. Where you stand is the mode. Same scan bar, but look at the right side. A stock count panel. Waiting. You walk the pallet, scan each case, type what you physically see, and the panel collects it all until you press Save Counts. And the save carries your name. No clipboard, no retyping at a desk later. For a single correction, there's a faster door. Back in stock, every row carries an Adjust button. And here's the part most systems get wrong. The reason. Watch the selector. Receiving. From the supplier. Return to the supplier. Spoilage. Remember that expired cheddar from the red banner? Let's deal with it like a real warehouse would. Spoilage. One wheel. Apply. This isn't bureaucracy. Every reason feeds a different report. So, we lost 40 cases becomes 6 to damage, 4 to theft, 30 to a recall. A warehouse without reasons is a warehouse with rumors. And instead of one apocalyptic year-end count, the warehouse does cycle counts. The system picks a handful of products each day. The ones counted longest ago come up first, and asks you to type what you physically see. The expected number is hidden on purpose. That's a blind count. You can't confirm a number you never saw, so the count is honest by construction. 5 SKUs a day, and the yearly nightmare never happens. And everything this chapter did just became a ledger entry. Movement history. Every unit that moves, with what, when, who, and why. Filter by loss, and there it is. The cheddar wheel we wrote off. 1 unit down, spoilage, Diego's name on it. Sales, receiving, counts and adjustments each get a filter of their own. This is the book that ends the "where did it go?" argument, because the answer is always written down. Chapter 3. Purchasing. Remember the reorder points on every product? This is where they pay off. The shop already knows what it's running out of, and it already knows who sells it. This is the restock list, and nobody typed it. 4 products fell to their reorder point. The chai concentrate is at 0, the drinking chocolate, the ghost pepper sauce, the mustard, and the system grouped them by supplier, because that's how you actually order. Each group shows the suggested quantity, enough to climb back to the refill target. And notice the estimate under a group. Some suppliers give volume discounts by tier. Order enough, and the price drops. The system does that math before you commit. 1 tap. Create POs from reorder. And all 4 groups become draft purchase orders at once, 1 per supplier. Lines, suggested quantities, estimated cost with the volume tier already applied. Marked internal, because your estimate is not the supplier's invoice. They're drafts. Add a line, change a quantity, delete one. Nothing has been promised to anyone yet. Now the clever handoff. Tap send, and instead of some robot emailing your supplier, the counter shows a QR code. You point your phone at it, and it opens WhatsApp, or SMS, or email, with the entire order pre-written. Every line with quantities in the supplier's own language, the delivery address, the date you need it by, and the PO number. You press send from your number, the one your supplier already knows. The counter never leaves the screen, and no message goes out without a human touching it. When the truck shows up, receive stock closes the loop. Each line asks what actually arrived. The quantity comes pre-filled from the order, and you correct it to what's on the pallet. There's a place for the invoice number and the invoice total, so the paper trail attaches to the delivery right here at the door. And received stock lands in the receiving bin. Remember the putaway list from Chapter 1? That's this same loop, seen from the other end. Chapter 4. Selling to other businesses. A warehouse doesn't just sell over the counter. Restaurants and delis place orders. Someone picks them from the shelves, and money arrives on terms. The demo opens with 2 of those already waiting. Under orders, the sales orders board. 2 open. Pine and Salt Deli and Alder Street Bistro. Each with its order number, its line count, and its estimated total. These aren't sales yet. They're promises, waiting to be picked. That cyan button is where a warehouse morning actually starts. Tap pick on the deli's order and read the header. Their purchase order, 4471, will call Friday. This is the picker's screen. Every line shows what was ordered against what's on hand, and the pins show where a line lives. Cooler 2 for the brie, aisle B for the crackers, the bin codes from Chapter 1, doing their real job. The scan bar at the top means a picker with a scanner never touches the keyboard. Each scan adds 1 to the matching line. And the rule handles reality. Pick nothing, and the full order ships. Pick less on a line, and only that ships. The rest becomes a back order instead of a lie. 1 button. Fulfill an invoice. And 3 things happen at once. The stock walks out of inventory. Lot-tracked items follow FEFO, and the order becomes an invoice on the customer's terms. 30 days by default. Back on the board, you can see the due date and a payment button for when the money shows up. Partial payments are fine. The balance stays visible until it's gone. Last chapter. The will call counter, where somebody walks in and buys cases over the counter. And this is where we collect on the promise from Chapter 1. We're going to sell something perishable and watch the right lot pay for it. Back on the selling screen, type cold brew. There's the case, with its box icon. Into the cart. Now the interesting one, the new account sampler. 3 cases in 1 product. It's a kit. It doesn't track stock of its own. It's always ready to sell. And when it sells, the 3 real cases inside it walk out of their own inventory. Bundles without inventory fiction. Keep an eye on the house blend for the next screen. Charge. Method first. Cash. Take the money, and the ticket prints with the header "This shop configured." Will call pickup. And at the bottom, check your cases before loading. Claims within 48 hours. The receipt is part of the loading dock's paperwork, so the shop made it say loading dock things. Now, the receipt from Chapter 1. Back in stock. Look at the cold brew. The amber lot, the one closest to its date, is down by exactly 1 case. The fresher lot didn't move. Nobody chose that. FEFO did. And 1 row up, the house blend also dropped by 1. That's the sampler doing what a kit promises. The component paid, not the bundle. The soonest dated stock left the building first, which is the entire art of not throwing food away. That's the warehouse, end to end. Lots with dates that raise their own alarms. Bins that tell pickers where to walk. Counts that are honest because they're blind. A restock list that writes itself and turns into supplier orders you send from your own phone. Business orders picked by scanner and invoiced in 1 tap. And a sale at the counter where the oldest lot paid. Proven on screen, not promised. Every demo is free to open, break, and reset. When you're ready, create your account and build your own counter. Free, right in the browser.